I want to get on to the state of the game. And first question goes to the big issue of the week, performance of the match officials. Give me your take on how they're performing.
Oh, look, I think a lot gets said in the media. It's kind of like speeding, isn't it? Like, I got done for being offside. And there's no point me holding my hands up and saying everybody else is offside all the time. It's on me to own up and be disciplined enough not to be offside all the time. Or not all the time, on that particular occasion. So it's a frustrating time. I think the referees are having a hard job of it when we're changing the rules halfway through the season. We're changing the interpretation of the sport, and it's a difficult game to referee. And I think, my point of view, the more technology we can use, the better it's going to be.
Really?
Yeah, and no joke, I think we'll get to a point where the game it'll be robot referees, and then there's no emotion.
You've just fooled any sense of credibility you had.
Mate, I'm telling you, you look back at our game 50 years ago, it's hardly recognisable now. I reckon in 50 years' time, we'll have a robot referee, and then there's no emotion, there's no Cameron Smith to influence, there's no coaches influencing.
There's not discretion. So every time a player is half a metre offside, your referee is going to blow a penalty for offside, and we will have 58 penalties in the game.
Good. Well, then the players will play by the rules.
We'll have about 4 minutes of football.
So the flip side of this is how much time do your coaches and the coaches' players spend practising to exploit the rules? And be honest.
Exploit?
Absolutely.
Hold down in the play the ball, stand offside, on the short side.
To get competitive advantage.
You guys see exploit, but it's playing to the rules. It's the same as putting your foot out on a kickoff and touching the ball and not having to catch it. It's using the rules to your advantage. It's the same thing. So if you can slow the play the ball down to whatever the rules are, you do it. And Melbourne do it the best because they have their timing so perfect. And people practice wrestling every week.
Yeah.
To try and be better at it, to slow the play the ball down. And it's become a big part of our sport.
Or exploit the interpretation of it. Like if the referees are blowing penalties, like at the start of last season when the referees were very whistle happy and you had to get off quickly, well, you knew that if you didn't get off quickly, you'd get penalised. And then when they changed that, it was a bit more of a wrestler-thon.
What I find fascinating about this conversation is this is the only sport I ever hear where people talk openly and enthusiastically about exploiting the rules, about bending the rules. You don't hear it in soccer, you don't hear it in athletics, you don't hear it in rugby union that often. We spend so much of our time trying to, they sit down, the NRL says, this is what we're going to do. The first thing coaches do is sit down with the committee and say, OK, how are we going to get around that?